What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pimp Daddy Destro. Back again with another Marvel Legends review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Galactus, the second Haslab in the Marvel Legends series. Honestly, I am so thrilled to have this guy in my hands. He was expected to come on Sunday. Luckily, he arrived early. When I was in the meeting I was in earlier, I got a email saying that FedEx had dropped off my package, and I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe that it already came. And as soon as I got a spare moment, I drove home, threw this guy inside, and obviously went back to work. However, could not wait to get home and make this review. The first thing that a lot of people are going to notice when they get their Galactus Haslab is that how big the box is. I haven't even taken the figure out, and I know it's huge. I have seen some YouTube reviews of this guy, and they do say it's a massive action figure, but until it's in front of you, you don't understand how big of an action figure this really is. This box itself is huge. It looks like it's 2.5 feet, almost 3 foot, and it's pretty heavy too. I think it's the package, the Hasbro Pulse package itself is around 20 pounds, if I remember correctly. I don't have the exterior box, but honestly, and my box art on this thing looks pretty fantastic. Not a lot of damage like some other YouTubers. I noticed some of them have scratches and dents and stuff. Mine do have a couple smush corners, but that's nothing too bad. But honestly, Hasbro has done a fantastic job on the box art this time. You have Galactus kind of like towering over Frankie Ray and Silver Surfer and Morg, and it looks so cool. This could honestly be a art piece on a wall if you wanted to make it like a movie poster. But anyway, I'm going to get a couple shots of around the box so you guys can see. And then after that, we're going to open this guy up and review him, obviously. So stay tuned and we'll get this guy open. Alright guys, now that we have Galactus out of the box, as you can see, this action figure stands very tall. On this table, he almost, not as tall as me, but getting close. And for a little bit of size comparison, we do have the 6-inch Marvel Legends that come also with Galactus. You have Silver Surfer, Nova or Frankie Ray, and Morg. In comparison, these figures are much smaller, which is awesome, especially when you're comparing them to the previous renditions of Galactus, like the Marvel Universe, like the Build-A-Figure version. This Galactus hails in no comparison, really. He has a ton of cool features, so much articulation. I was just playing around with him. He's got some pretty good ratchet joints. You almost feel like you're gonna break this action figure when you're moving him around in a way, especially when you're installing the batteries. You got to kind of rough them up a little bit, especially on the back plate. I was having a little hard time. I will show all those compartments here in a moment, but I just want to briefly go over some of the accessories Galactus comes with himself. I am going to actually review the 6-inch Galactic Heralds in a separate video, just so this doesn't detract anything from Galactus. So Galactus does come with a couple of different face plates. Right now I do have the snarling face, and we will get some awesome product shots of this. up close. But he comes with a skull face, and he comes with a more stern, serious face. And then on my Galactus, I do have the grimacing face where he looks like he's about to devour someone. I believe this was the last tier unlock. You get the Doom head, and I will show a couple shots of that with him on the Galactus body. But overall, just playing around with this figure, once I did get him out, I was like, man, this guy is chunky and huge. It's basically the size of a small child, a toddler in a way. And I haven't had him fall yet, but it does concern me, especially being on the top shelf. Maybe I need to install something like that you would put on a TV to protect children, some sort of straps to strap him to the wall, because if this guy falls, he is taking out a lot, or potentially damaging some of his little antlers here. But let's get a couple close shots of Galactus. Just overall, this figure he's heavy. He's like, I can't understate how heavy and hefty this figure is. But just the detail on the face and the paint apps. Obviously this is a $400 Haslab, so you are expecting those kind of paint apps, but oh man, I'm just so impressed. And I'm thankful that a Haslab like this exists so we can get a quality product like this. So just everything from the little dials on him, just his skirt or his kilt, just how the boots look. I mean, just everything is very, very quality, and I will show some excellent product shots here in a moment. But I did put the batteries in, and he glows up in the eyes. The little what are these, like gems kind of up top. His antlers, even these antlers he put in, and they glow on his back. It glows, and it just looks really awesome. The eyes glow up. This is a really cool LED feature, and honestly, and see, he even flickers. Honestly, this sounds a little campy, but the one thing I did miss about the Marvel Universe that I kind of wish was part of him, I miss the sound effects. You know, I like action figures. The more playability, you know, if I was ever to play with my kids, I feel like that Marvel Universe Galactus would be more, you know, play friendly. It's got sounds and stuff like that. But honestly, I can't complain. Man, just holding that figure up is a workout in its own. I just got to stand by him so he doesn't fall. But I was curious when I did open up Galactus and actually get the batteries installed. My wife was in here and we were messing around with it and looking at it, and I just could not figure out. I kept clicking the button. I held down the button. I hit it twice, hit it 3 times. I was like, man, how do you get this thing to turn off? Luckily, after an extended period of time, I don't know if it's about 30 seconds or a minute, the lights will go off. So if you do leave the batteries in, no need to worry. He won't glow forever. However, I do not recommend leaving batteries in, because over time you will get the corrosion inside of the battery sockets, and you know, that just kind of brings down the value of the figure itself and could potentially lead to further damages. But overall, like, I mean, this guy is got great ratchet joints, but it almost feels like you're going to break the figure a little bit. But having those ratchet joints make this figure more sturdy. He stands up. He's heavier, so he doesn't have that problem with standing up as much. I think I've had him tip once, but I was there to catch him. So overall, just really nice. I'm very, very thankful to have this figure. If you guys got this figure or are planning to get this figure, please leave a comment below on your experience with this figure itself. Just little cool things to point out. His hands. I know this was the Hasbro team was very, very adamant on it, expressing how articulated just the hands are, and I can admit these hands can grip. I don't know if they can ball up to a fist quite good. I'm sure you could get it in a way, but you could grab 6-inch figures, you could do open palm, you could point, you could flip somebody off if you wanted to, give them the shaka. But really, really neat. I haven't moved him around too much. I did notice the feet for me were kind of the point where I didn't want to stress it too much. The last thing I want is to break Galactus the day I get him. That would be kind of bad. Something I did know with a 6-inch figures is that some of them are good. Like, I didn't have a problem with Silver Surfer, didn't really have a problem with Morg, but Nova, I did have a problem with her, and it's just new figures. Just be careful with them, heat them up. Don't be like me and try to over bend something and stress that plastic, because you could potentially ruin an exclusive Haslab figure, and then you're out. You know what I mean? You go on the secondary market and find these guys for $100 a pop. But overall, guys, I really, really enjoy this figure. If you're planning on getting them, and if you did get them for that $400 price tag, I think it's worth it. If you're paying an excess on the secondary market, you know, I could only see this guy going up more, because I don't feel like we're going to get this good of a Galactus maybe ever. You know, maybe we'll get one 10, 15 years down the road where technology gets even better, and maybe we could see those light effects. Maybe we could see some sort of animatronic of some kind, which would be really awesome, more LED effects. But you got to get this guy for your collection. Galactus is perfect. And we've got some Galactic Heralds that are coming out. You've got 3 right here. I know I have Terex. You have the Fallen one. There's that new Galactic Thor. If you can get your hands on those and build your Galactic display, this guy is your centerpiece right here. So that's all I have for this. If you did enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram at Come to the Tea Party, and stick around for some awesome action shots. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the video that should be coming out in a few days of the 3 Galactic Heralds that are exclusive to this Haslab. Thanks, guys. Take care.